of course it will. Of course it will. Birds of Prey will take a true look at misogyny. Oh, and that's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem, is that all of these movies have to have some sort of agenda marketed in there, whether they're in the movies or not, whether they actually believe in their message or not. And that's one of the problems I'm seeing in a lot of modern filmmaking, is that 90% it is coming from the media, 90% of the time. Sometimes it comes from the movies, but a lot of the time when you watch the movies, it's not in there. It's not. It's just there to get clicks. It's just there to get people to go and lose their minds over it. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. Of course, in this case, this is a chick flick, so obviously it's going to have the same juvenile little digs at men that they don't even believe it. I don't think. I think they just take shots at it because it's their little buzzword thing to do. It's their little thing that they bring up in conversation. I was seeing some of these people in the wild this week. And yeah, I don't think they understand what those words mean. They use them and they recite them back like buzzwords. When in reality, this is a movie, I kid you not, when I went to find images for this, because I'm going to be making a thumbnail after I make the video here, I went to find some images, like, okay, I need to have Ewan McGregor on the thumbnail, I need to have Harley Quinn, and to nobody's surprise, I'll let you guess what first and foremost is coming up when I Google image searched Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. You guys are probably already going to know. I have no idea how I'm going to title this yet. This movie is about cosplay. This movie is selling costumes. This is the most. It's just shopping. I'm in images. I'm not in shopping. I'm in images, and it's giving me $250 for her jacket. Here's her socks. Here's this. Here's that. Here's all the images of all the costumes, first and foremost, because they're all the sponsored links. They want people to buy, and this is what's showing up first and foremost, is my sponsored thing, is costumes of. I'm looking for images because I'm making a thumbnail, and it's pushing these costumes, and I get it. It's coming close to Halloween. But this is a movie that is just there to say, how many costumes can we give people the option of dressing up as? I don't think they actually believe in any of this stuff. They don't actually believe in their messages. That's why they have to be so heavy-handed in the marketing and in the media for these. Well, let's see what he says. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's go into his quote, because that's all just puff pieces and just fluff of, hey, here's the thing, here's this. Yeah, we know. Birds of Prey, starring Margot Robbie, Ewan McGregor. We got it. We don't need like the 2 paragraphs of text. It's redundant information. Here's his quote. What interested me with Birds of Prey is that it's a feminist oh, God, of course it is. And to me, feminism just means we're going to go and trash men and get coffee and play dress up. And that's in the trailer. By the way, that's it right there in the trailer. Harley Quinn's like, hey, let's have a slumber party. Yay, feminism. Focus, Harley. Okay. This is a Lifetime movie. This is like one of those daytime television commercials. You know, like they have for the carpet cleaners and stuff, where you hire the people to come in and steam clean your carpet. And they're like, hey, housewives, do you have kids and pets and a husband? Well, you need this carpet cleaning product. And that's who this movie is for. This is for these women who want to sit around drinking wine, trashing men, because, I don't know, it makes them feel good about themselves. I don't know, because they're too dumb to realize their husbands pay for everything. I guess, for the ones who do have them. And then maybe it's for the younger girls who would never, ever attract men because they're so busy going, oh, you're just a white man. You're just a white man. Oh, white man. And they don't even believe it. Like I said, I was out in the wild overhearing this, and they say it like it's a meme. They say it like it's the thing to say, to insert into a conversation, to get people to agree with you. It's like an easy thing. It's like saying, hey, how about that thing going on in that country? Oh yeah, that's terrible. It's one of those things. It's small talk to them. They don't even believe it 9 times out of 10. They don't even believe what they're saying. They just recite it back. But you know what? The problem is, though, when you recite this and you say this enough, people believe you. That becomes history. doesn't it? That becomes what people know, that people hear. And this is why we do what we do on YouTube, between me and like all of the independent creators. We come in and we try and keep that search result away from being, oh yeah, white man bad, sort of the narrative. We want to come in and correct that out of our collective history. Because what happens is you have a lot of people who might be naive and vulnerable and dumb who come in and believe that. And then they recite it, and then they go off on their eating babies tirade or whatever the crap they're going off on. Because they're not that bright, and they don't understand how things actually work, and they don't understand when some things are memes and some things are just quotables and recitables. And I guess I have to explain what a meme is too, because I know a lot of my viewers are even older than my target age group and demographic. I'm older than I look. So a meme is just like a saying. It's like a phrase. A lot of it comes from like those pictures you see on the internet. Like the guy where you stand with his girlfriend and he sees the other chick, and then they just add, like, hey, I like this other thing better. Like they'll have the girl in the Discovery uniform, Star Trek Discovery uniform, and then he's checking out, a girl in an Orville uniform, like, ooh, you're way more appealing. That type of thing, just it's a meme. It's a little thing that they say and they don't understand. It's like when we go orange man bad to mock them. It's the same thing. Oh Lord, but it's a feminist film. It's very finely written it is in the script, a true look on the misogyny, and I think we, the men, need that. Oh, Ewan, you were Rent Boy in Trainspotting, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, by the way. I absolutely don't think that men need a talking down to. I think some of these women, I'm going to use the loud thwacker. I think some of these women need a talking to, because this is not okay. This horrible toxic feminism that we have running rampant, that is allowing this behavior as a meme, as a societal pre-approved form of prejudice. That's all it really is. It's the socially acceptable person to bash. And like in some, in my day it was, oh, you gotta bash the Republicans, and now it's like you can bash the far left because they're the same type of crazy. But it is just a saying, and some of these women need to stop. You ladies, seriously, you're embarrassing. You need to calm your tits. You need to stop this crap. It is embarrassing, immature, and it makes you look childish. And I'm talking to the one I saw out in the wild. It makes you look like a hateful little child, like a brat who doesn't know anything else to say. So they've got to go and attack these socially acceptable groups. Say, see, I'm one of you. I'm one of the normies. I can attack the socially acceptable group to look down on. So no, men don't need that, Ewan. You really don't. You're Obi-Wan freaking Kenobi. You earned Obi-Wan Kenobi as a title. You don't need talking down to. We need to be more aware of how we behave with the opposite sex. See, that can be for both. I think women need to hear that too. And I think we need to have a movement that takes some of these chicks down a peg. We need to be taught to change. Agree with. Some of these chicks need to be taken down a peg. The misandrists, I would use that one instead. But he says the misogynists in the movies are often extreme. They're doing, I can't really say that quote. They beat women. It's legitimate to represent people like that because they exist and they're obviously the worst. Yeah, and that I also kind of agree with that line, because sometimes you do need some of these horribly bad guys so you know that, okay, these are actually the bad guys. And just a guy looking at the girl's ass isn't really the bad guy. It's the one who's beating her up, and it's the one who's forcing him. Not every guy who looks at your ass is going to force himself on you. Sorry, ladies, you're not that interesting. But if you're on my channel, I'm not talking to you, because obviously the people who hate my channel, who I'm actually talking to in a lot of these videos, don't make it past the thumbnail. So I'm preaching to the choir. It's legitimate to represent people like that. It is. But in the dialogues of Birds of Prey, there's always an allusion to everyday misogyny. Though to those things we say as a man and do not even realize, to mansplaining. Ugh. How about to the things that women don't realize they do every day? Like, oh, old white men, toxic white men. That is something we need to kind of call out a little bit more, because that negative toxic verbiage that gets into our system, when you're projecting that kind of negative language of, oh, you're just a white male, that spreads throughout the universe. There's actually some biochemistry, brain techniques that where if you're about to say something negative, you're supposed to change it to something positive instead. You're supposed to take a positive spin on it. And that will help improve your neural pathways and your endorphins. And there's all kinds of there's all kinds of neuroscience and biochemistry involved in this. But I really do agree with this. But we need to call out some of these toxic females, not toxic men, because it's just getting old. It's really, really getting old. Any extreme is obviously not a good idea. And what's going to happen is we're going to have another swing back of bouncing girls on trampolines, like man show style stuff, because of this toxic negative environment that women like this are allowed to project. They're allowed to promote. And I'm not okay with that. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is just a whole bunch of subconscious bully tactics that they don't even realize they're doing? You think this movie is just to sell costumes? I kind of think it's probably a combination of everything. I am Mecha Random 42. God, I really want people to start using the hashtag you get what you deserve, but you know, I'll see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!